Yep.
We're back.
Was this me? Boom, 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 boom,
Sorry
boom.
to keep y'all waiting.
We
We'll
were
blame that on Matt.
We actually weren't having any technical difficulties. We were just slightly delayed. I couldn't find the live feed anywhere, and I want to see the chat. I want to see what y'all have to say. But welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk Fish, presented by Angler's Choice Marine. And yeah, we got a lot to talk about tonight. You see the title of the podcast as "It's Over," meaning the regular season is officially over for both of us.
Done.
Yep.
I do have two team events left. So
well, that's why I said regular season, because I knew you had a team event. You got 2 team events left.
Yeah, I've got one in 2 weeks in middle of September and one in October.
Where are they? Are you not at liberty to say?
Yeah, they announced it. The first, they haven't told us where the second one is. The first one I'll be fishing is in northern Wisconsin, somewhere.
I think it's part of the Mississippi River.
I have no idea because we're not allowed to look. All we can do is
look.
Yeah,
what,
you
is it written somewhere?
You can't research like lakes and bodies of water within 60 miles of a town. Like, it's pretty neat. They try to keep it as pure.
So they tell you the host town.
They tell you the
can't
host
look at a map
town.
after that.
Well, you can't study a map of lakes. Like, you can look at a map if you're driving there, obviously, and getting your hotel room and thing like that. But you can't be like, what lakes are around, and stuff like that.
Got you. All right, so so that'll be cool to watch. I did see. I saw a funny clip from. Is there a cup event going on now?
Yeah, there's actually one going on right now at Port Huron, I believe.
So I saw a clip that popped up on my social today, and it was one of the teams, I can't remember who, getting checked by the game warden.
Yeah, I saw that.
And it said
today.
that whoever was getting who was it getting checked?
It was Anthony Gagliardi and Jeremy Lawyer.
Okay, and they were telling the game wardens to make sure they go check team so-and-so next.
Yes, Team Yeti, I believe it was.
Yeah, because they felt like they might have been doing something illegal. I wonder if they actually went and found them and checked them. But
I don't know. I didn't see it on live. I would imagine they would have put it on the live.
And, I'm not saying like the game wardens are just doing their job right. But at the same time, I'm sitting there thinking there's 2 guys in matching jerseys, in a boat with a guy with a big old giant camera on his shoulders, and that's the people they pick to go check. Like, come on, man. Like, there's a 99.999% chance that them boys are doing things the right way.
Oh, I agree, but you got to think, too, it's also a Tuesday.
So they ain't got nothing better to do.
There's probably there's not a lot of other boats on the water fishing, probably.
Okay.
So they probably check everybody they see. It gives them something to do.
They seen their opportunity to make it on television, so they took it.
Maybe that's probably what it was.
That's very possible.
I've actually been pulled over before by a police officer that actually wanted just to talk about fishing and not actually write me a ticket. Yeah. Because I don't think I was doing anything wrong, to be honest with you. I can't remember what he even pulled me over for. But yeah, regardless, it was.
Every dealing I've had with a wildlife officer has been very pleasant.
Yeah. Well, you do things legally.
Yeah,
I mean, that helps,
Now, one time they kind of got on my nerves in Vermont. We were fishing a Toyota at Champlain, and I got checked by the same wildlife officer 2 days in a row.
Yeah, I don't. That's not cool. Come on, man.
Like, they were nice and all, but I was like, "Hey, man, you just checked me yesterday."
Did he even remember?
No,
they checked so many up there.
So many. He did, but even when I said that to him, he still checked me again because obviously I guess he didn't remember me.
Andrew Bundy, he said he was watching. It was the Canadian authorities asking because they were so close to the border. I got you.
Gotcha.
All right. So real quick, I want to run through a couple specials at Angler's Choice Marine. As y'all know, presenting sponsor of Let's Talk Fish, #1 Ranger and Triton dealer in the U.S. multiple years, and they've got some really, really good deals left are going on right now for leftover 2025 models. But this deal ends September 1st is what I've been told.
Ooh, gotta be quick.
But here's the details on it. It is 2025 Rangers. Okay, like huge discounts. Price cuts up to $10,000.
Ooh.
Sound effects over here. Up to $5,000 in rebates. Angler's Choice Marine is also throwing in factory warranty extensions for the Mercuries that come on these boats. And again, this
so that's
offer,
another $3,000.
Oh yeah, you're talking about $15,000 to $20,000.
Yeah.
In potential kickback.
Discounts, yeah.
I know they're selling a lot of the 2025s at dealer cost to move inventory, make room for the new stuff coming in. But y'all, if you're in the market for a brand new Ranger, head out to Angler's Choice Marine or give them a call or go to their website. Locations in Martinsville, Virginia, Lexington, North Carolina, and Spindale, North Carolina. But reach out to them because they've got some left, and they giving.
And if you go to their
deals.
website, they've got this beautiful orange Ranger.
I seen that. Yep.
It was at Spindale. They moved it up to Martinsville. Somebody's going to buy that boat up quick because that's the prettiest boat I've ever seen.
If I'm not mistaken, I saw that boat listed. Now, I don't think it might not have power poles and some other things on it, but I think it was listed for 80-something thousand.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
87
already
or
a great
88.
price.
Yeah, don't quote me on that, but I think it was listed in the upper 80s.
Yeah.
Now,
That's the prettiest Ranger I've seen.
you like that orange, do you?
I do. It's sharp.
That's the second time you've talked about that.
I
in
know.
this studio.
Like, I'm going to
Yeah.
order an orange boat. I'm going to buy an
No,
orange
you're
one
not.
one time.
Are you really?
Possibly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
So our new boats, our 2026s, are on order. What color did you get?
I'm ashamed to say I don't know.
I know because I just say same as last year pretty much every time. Now little things change, but I pretty much stick with the platinums or the silver foxes and the blacks and the whites. You know, combination of those three.
I'm similar to that. I stick with the platinums, the silver, the black onyx, and some shade of red because that's my colors, black and red on my jersey.
Yeah, you've had a lot of Red Rangers over the years.
Yeah. I like to stick with that black and red and silver theme. It looks good.
Well, when it comes to resale, which back in the day when I worked here locally at a dealership that's since closed down, we always said red was one of the number one resale colors in bass boats. And I think it was for years and years and years. And then I just started ordering white, silver, and black because they're all neutral colors. And you know how a lot of guys want it to match their truck. Well, there's a lot of white, silver, and black trucks out there. So I figured, what the heck? It'll match all three of those. So we'll stay in our lane and keep it simple. All right. We're going to do a quick wrap up for our last couple of events. We actually ended the year on positive notes.
We did.
Brian cracked a big
I'm
top 10.
I'm going to clap for us. Round of applause for Matt and Brian.
Yeah. Mine was not as good as Brian's. I did not top 10. I did finish in the low 30s, 34th maybe, something like that. But I had fun doing it, and
that's what we needed. Confidence-wise, we needed a fun tournament where we caught lots of bass the way we like to.
We got to both power fish grass.
Yes.
And I don't care who you are. That's fun right there.
That is fun.
So,
it's very fun.
Mississippi River, shout out to Pat Schlapper. Shout out to Chris Johnson for back-to-back AOIs. Awesome tournament. We still had 3 guys make the top 10. I told you this, which is crazy because here's the thing: like everybody's like, "Oh, they're going to a river." And I've said this time and time again. I said they're like, "Oh, they're going to the Mississippi River. There won't be no scoping there. Won't be no live sonar there."
Oh yeah.
Well, 3 boys made the top 10 using their live sonar almost exclusively. You can guess. I mean, it was Koya, Tucker Smith, and Jay Shakurik. Now, yes, if you watched them on the final day, there was a mix of a little bit of fishing without it. Well, I don't think Koya and Jay ever stopped looking at it, but Tucker, I think, mixed in a little bit of frog fishing and things like that. But regardless, that just shows you the power of it. I don't care if you're in a foot of water in a river like the Mississippi River or if you're in 100 foot of water. You can use it if you know what you're doing, and those boys took advantage of it. Now, my tournament, I was dead set when I'm going to Mississippi River. I want to do something. I want to do something my way.
You want to see some explosions.
I want to see some frog blow-ups. I want to punch big weights. I want to roll chatterbaits through grass. I want to swim big swim baits. And I caught every fish I weighed in frogging pretty much. And I caught them all on. I used a couple different frogs. I did get some. So I got some key bites on day 2 on the Lunker Hunt compact frog, which to me, I was using a bigger frog, and I'm not ashamed to say I think it's an old school fat frog. I can't remember who makes it, but it's called the fat frog.
Is that the River to Sea?
No, that's who it is. Yeah, Tyler knows better than you. Right now, that's surprising.
Well, I thought River to Sea made one too.
No, okay, so the reason I used that particular frog, I just used that one because it had a super wide base.
Yeah.
And it compressed that duckweed a little bit more to where it made a little bit more commotion.
Right.
And it's got a killer hookup ratio. But our compact frog, I was able to not just get follow-up bites on it, but I was able to get more bites when we had beat the crap out of our area basically after 2 days. And then on day 3, I actually switched to a 1 ounce weight and started punching with a little creature bait for the majority of the fish I weighed in on day 3. But the whole time I had basically it was a beautiful sight, Brian. I had like 5 rods on my deck. They all had P-line, no fade braid on there, 40 to 65 pounds with big hooks and frogs.
That is fun.
And it was just a lot of fun. I used my actual Pulse Fish juice rod for frogging and used the 7.6 slackliner for punching, the 1 ounce weight, and had an absolute blast. Caught a bunch of fish and ended up having a pretty good event. Too little, too late.
Event.
Ended up 60 something in the points. We missed our first classic. Yes, it sucks, but it's part of the game we play. I'm kind of at first I had a little hard time getting over it because that's a humbling experience. Like Brian said, I mean, it's been 15 years for me since missing a championship. It's been longer for him. He's been 17 years running, 18
this is
maybe.
The first one since 2007.
So 18 years in a row he hasn't missed a championship, and I'm here to tell you it sucks, man. It sucks, but we will bounce back stronger next year. And a couple announcements that Bass is going to come out with.
We got the ball rolling already.
That's right. We ended the year on a positive note. You're going to go win one of the Cup events like you did last year, as a matter of fact.
That is the plan.
And Bass is actually going to let us know. They said around the first or second week of September on our rule changes, our official rule changes for 2026.
So they're pretty close to a decision. Or they've already got a decision.
If not, they're right on the verge of it. So they're going to let us know. When they let us know, we'll let y'all know through this podcast. I'm sure you'll see it blown up on every social media page out there.
I'm sure.
But yeah. So looking forward to
talk to Bass and see if they'll let us
announce it on the show.
Yeah. let us.
I feel like I might be. That's like beating a dead horse. I don't think they're going to say yes.
I don't think.
But
so
I'm just throwing that out
there.
there.
But it'd be cool. I mean,
you're more neutral. You're not an elite angler. Why don't you call him and ask for me?
Well, I mean,
hey, this is Brian. Don't tell him your last name with the Let Talk Fish podcast.
Yeah. Maybe we should get Tyler to do it. Tyler, you got one job between now and
Give
then.
us your best pitch. How would you ask him?
I don't know. You got to let me think about it.
Oh, okay.
You got to be creative.
Well, we'll give you a day to think about it.
Yeah, you got a day.
Yeah, Mike, don't say that, Mike. He said. Hopefully, Father Time has not caught up with it. We're in our prime.
I'm in my prime.
Yeah, we're in our prime. But we're going to talk about our
mind.
Yeah, we're going to talk about our off-season plans here in just a minute. Kind of what's in store for the LTF crew in the coming months, minus the Cup events that Brian just talked about.
Yeah.
One thing, I'm going to let Brian dive into the Saginaw event here in just a second, but we. One big thing I wanted to make sure y'all are aware of, and I announced it on the show, but the Toyota Owners Tournament is at Lake Gunnersville this year in October, which should be like
time.
Frog Fest. Yeah. It's October 25th, 26th. It's free to sign up.
Now, you don't get to participate in fishing.
No.
So why doesn't, like, that seems like it'd be a great opportunity for Toyota to, like, raffle off or something or help raise money for a charity to put y'all with an angler fishing the Toyota Honors Tournament.
Well, they could do something like that, but we're usually we're there for multiple reasons. We do some meet and greets, we do some different things, but we also do
like a celebrity pro-ams. Yeah.
Yeah, we do. So what you don't see behind the scenes, we kind of do an inside tournament on a different lake.
Yeah. So they're pretty much.
We do that, but we're doing it mostly with Toyota corporate people that come in and don't get a chance to go fishing and want to experience the ride in a bass boat and things like that. So they have us pretty busy during that event. But I mean, that's this is Toyota's way of really giving back to their customers. Yeah. So
that's great. And they've been doing it for a long time.
A long, long time. And it's funny because you asked me about we can't fish it, but this dates all the way back to I think the very first one. I might be wrong, but I swear it was at Lake Norman, or
really?
one of the first two.
Really, I did not know that.
And two pros who you know very well. I think they were paired together. I think Todd Alton and Chris Bumgarner might have won that one.
Yeah.
And I think that's when they immediately started the no pro rule. Now, I might be wrong on that, but I feel like that's kind of where it started, which I agree with that. Look, this is...
there's something about North and South Carolina anglers starting the no pro rule.
Yeah.
If you think
apparently, because we're the only two states in the country that basically don't allow pros to fish any good team circuit around here.
You think about, like, when the Big Bass Splash deal first started at Lake Norman, Hank Cherry won it. He won the boat. So next year,
I forgot about that too. Yeah. So next year, no pros.
You got that one. And then, God, there was a third. Oh, when Bass started the something with the Bass Nation or something like that, and Jason Quinn won it the first year. You remember that?
Yes, I do. And I've forgotten all this until you're bringing it back.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Carolina anglers ruin it for everybody.
Hey, Michael, Chuck, Mike, Brian, Jerry, appreciate everybody. Anthony, that's our Zots man right there. Anthony's responsible for the Zots, but appreciate all y'all tuning in tonight. And a couple of questions already for you. Oh, I did see that Brian Livesey's frog video clip. He put an explicit language warning right on the
I saw that
front.
too. That was good.
But I mean, look, dude, that's just raw emotion. You can't knock a guy for that. I mean, the dude caught almost. So this is what trips me out about Lee. I love Lee to death. Awesome dude. He's so notorious, though. He'll go out and catch like the smallest bag of everybody in the elite field. That joker will come out and catch a legendary bag for the fishery that we're on the next day.
Very next day.
And then the next day, I think he went back and caught 10 pounds again. I'm like, I've never been that guy. Like, I've never been able to. If I catch 10, I'm probably gonna catch 10 tomorrow. Like, there's like a 99% chance I ain't on crap. And the dude goes out there and blows the door. Almost 22 pounds.
Oh, I know.
Personally, that's the biggest bag I've ever seen there. Personally,
I would say so.
And I don't know. Like, I know they catch some bigger bags like in the spring there,
but everything's got to go right.
Oh,
like
dude.
It's like a once a year thing.
But then I'm thinking, well, it's Lee. You know, he's probably not going to catch 22 again, but he might catch 15 because he's figured something out.
Right.
And then he catches like 10 or 11 again. This is not a knock on Lee. It was just funny the way it went. It started here and it went. And dude, it didn't go here. It went through the roof.
Yeah.
And then it came all the way back down to here. But he saved
did what he needed to do.
He saved his classic. He saved his classic berth. Yep. But heck of a bag, dude. That was an amazing bag. Yeah. Brad Johnson asked what happened to Jason. I'm not sure what Jason's up to now.
Don't know either.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in years, to be honest.
I haven't seen him around in a long time.
Anthony said next year at Plattsburgh, I got you. You the man, Anthony. I think we can finish these Zots by Plattsburgh next year. That's
I've got a sneaking suspicion those will be gone by Christmas.
Probably.
Depends on how many shows we do. If we stay true to our Tuesday night show and get a lot in this fall, they definitely won't make it to Christmas.
Yeah. Fred, what's up? The Diehard Anglers app people are on here. Appreciate everybody tuning in again. I'm going to turn it over to Thrift. And
Saginaw Bay recap.
Big top 10 Saginaw. Dude, after the opening round, I was like, man, I hope he's got enough fish. But, you know, before y'all's event, I was like, and I told you that, like, I didn't tell you that. You didn't. I mean, I was just like, oh, yeah. In my mind, I'm like, and nobody will be fishing for smallmouth. And do good because there's a billion largemouth that live there.
There are, but so we had a wild card this year at Saginaw Bay. So the first time we went there, our cutoff was pretty much just a little bit north of the Charity Islands, if any of you are familiar with Saginaw Bay. Well, this year they extended our boundaries by 20 miles. So we could go 20 miles farther out into Lake Huron, out around the point up there to Port Austin and all that. And, you know, that was untouched waters for us last time, so I didn't have any idea what was available out there. I'm thinking, you know, there could be guys go out there, find some schools of 2.5, 3 pound smallmouth, and I think some guys did. There were several guys made top 20 cuts catching smallmouth.
So there were some guys that made the cut catching exclusively smallmouth?
Yeah, I think there were several guys that made the cut catching smallmouth.
I didn't see it on the coverage, that's why.
And I think they might have transitioned over to largemouth on the third day.
Probably might have.
And I even think Jacob, the eventual tournament winner, everybody saw that. I think he spent some time the first 2 days, which, you know, was brilliant on his part.
Dude, he from a calculated angle, he's probably next level.
He played it to a T. Caught smallmouth a couple days, I believe, and then mixed in the largemouth. But what that afforded him was the luxury of having not 4 days of pressure on his largemouth.
On his largemouth, yeah.
Right. So that was
fish management. It's always
that's
key.
what it's all about, especially in every fish counts format. And on Saginaw Bay that has so many fish, like you couldn't go 30 minutes without catching one. And if you did, you had to catch 5 in 5 minutes pretty much to be able to compete. And the last time we were there in 23, I ended up finding a couple patches of grass and caught some bigger than average fish, made the top 10, and that was a 5-fish limit format. So that's my favorite thing to do, fish isolated structure, get out there, idle around, find a little clump of grass or something, a little rock pile I can throw at offshore with that Humminbird mega side imaging. And I pretty much did that the whole 2 days of practice. I was like, I'm going to go try to make this work again. The water was down about a foot lower than it was when we were there in 23. And the first day of practice, I went to the patch of grass I found in 23, and it was still there. I was kind of surprised, but it was still there. And I made like 5 casts and caught 3 and shook 2 off, and I was pretty much done after that. I was like, all right, I'm idling, staring at that Humminbird the rest of practice. And if I can find 5 or 6 more places like that, I've got a chance to have a great tournament. Ended up finding 4 patches of grass, and that pretty much carried me through the whole event. That first day, I caught 127 pounds or something like that, almost 50 scorables, fish over 2 pounds.
Did you ever think about stopping?
Not the first day. I never thought about stopping because I knew we had 2 days, and I'm like, if I can build up a big enough lead, I can take it easy on them the second day. So first day, we was just doing everything we could, catching every bass we could. And third day, I kind of laid off of them, spent a lot of time looking, and didn't really find anything else. Found a place or two I could get a bite or two. And the third day, I went out there and fished them, caught them pretty good, and I was kind of excited at the end of the third day. I ended up finishing the round in second, and I pretty much quit fishing probably an hour, 30 minutes before the end of the day because I knew I had enough to make it. But what had me excited was one of the places that I fished it that morning, and I caught 3 or 4, and I went back halfway through or right at the beginning of the third period, and they were biting better. I caught like 6 or 7 in 10 or 15 minutes, and then I knew I was in, so I quit. And I left that third day thinking I had a legitimate chance to win. I really did feel that way. And I guess just the pressure and that little bit of southwest wind kind of dirtied and blew a lot of algae in there. I don't know if that kind of shut the bite down a little bit. I mean, I still had a great final day, caught almost 60 pounds of bass, but it just wasn't enough to keep that pace I was the first 3 days of the event. But all in all, a lot of fun. Got to fish like I wanted to, like Matt said he did at the river, fishing that isolated structure. Caught them on 3 main baits.
I saw a question earlier about
that's what I was going to get to.
Why do you wind your worm? Well, you don't do that most of the time, but tell them why.
Right. So 3 main baits I was catching them on was a Demiki square bill, the BTC 60. The first 2 days, I caught a lot of fish on that, cranking through the top of that grass, catching those fish that were real active. And then obviously a Z-Man chatterbait. I was throwing a bluegill color. And then I was simply winding a speed worm, just a typical old grass worm, little Zoom speed worm. And I saw that question about why I slow wind my worm. And the reason for that at Saginaw Bay was I was fishing small little isolated targets. So a clump of grass half the size of this table we're sitting at. And in MLF, we can only use our forward-facing sonar and our 360 for 1 period. So the first 2 periods of the day, I'm lining up on my waypoint, but I don't know exactly where it is. Like I know it's between here, and it's 100 feet from the boat, but I've got to find that grass with my bait. And that's one reason I swim that worm a lot, is when I'm searching for that structure. And if you'll notice, if you go back and watch a lot of the live footage, you'll see me make a cast, and I'll let it hit the bottom, and I'll start winding it until I make contact with that grass. And once I make contact with the grass, most of the time I'd get a bite. But if I didn't, I would start fishing it through the grass. So it just helps me be a little more efficient and find the structure a little quicker, winding it like that. And sometimes I would throw the chatterbait the first couple of casts until I hit the grass and knew right where it was, and then I'd pick up that worm and wind it through there. But that's why I was winding the worm, just to be a little more efficient and be able to figure out exactly where that structure was, because I was fishing a little bit deeper than most guys, which it kind of blew my mind. If you watched any of the Saginaw Bay stuff, Matt, the water was down a foot lower. And I was excited, especially the first day of practice when I caught them out of that grass patch, because I'm half a mile to a mile and a half off the bank out there in 2.5 to 3.5 feet of water. and everybody else is up on the bank in the reeds, and I'm like, oh, I've got this all to myself. This is all Brian's this week, and I'm feeling good.
All Brian's.
But little did I know, they're up there just absolutely smashing them in water about yay deep, and it just blew my mind. Those fish were supposed to swim out and get in my grass, or I'd have won that tournament.
Stupid bass.
Stupid bass.
They didn't do what they were supposed to do.
Right,
well,
exactly.
You know better. You know better than that. They don't never read the book.
I know. That's what I was thinking. But I'm very happy with the results. I can't complain. I did everything I could do to give myself a chance to win that event, and had a lot of fun doing it. And ended the year on a high note. You know, we had 7 regular season events. I got 2 checks all year, Matt. 2. Luckily, both of them were top 10s.
You only got 2?
I only got 2 checks all year.
They were both top 10s.
They were both top 10s.
That's probably, yeah. So I made 4. I made 4 Saturday cuts. So I got 4 checks, but they probably didn't equal what your 2 top 10s did. So Jody Wright, I didn't know. So this is funny because I know Wheeler and Brent have a little history about button heads a little bit, but I didn't know.
Yeah,
Jody
I
said,
heard
what about
that.
Wheeler and Brent arguing? So I don't know anything about this. Either one of y'all want to give me some details?
I don't know anything
and
solid.
Our fans?
Yeah, I don't know anything solid. I just know what I heard through the grapevine. And
Well, we like rumors.
I know what I watch.
I know, but
I know what I watch.
You just start by saying this is a rumor of what we heard.
I don't want to be the one to spread.
Tyler,
I
you're
don't know.
neutral.
All right.
Tyler can say it. He's neutral.
This is what I seen and heard when
Okay,
watching
so I haven't
live.
went back and watched the live.
So
So
this
went
is
and
what you
watched the
saw
live.
and heard watching live.
Yes.
Okay.
So they were fishing the same grassy area.
I saw that. Yeah, they were tight to each other. Like,
And Wheeler pulled up to Brent and asked him which direction he was going or whatnot.
Okay.
And they came back with a comment. Brent came back with a comment saying, "It's all my area," or something like. You couldn't really hear what he was saying, but it was something like, "This is all my water."
Yeah.
And then Jacob was like, "What are you talking about? I let you come in here and gave this to you yesterday so you could make the cut." And then
truth comes out.
It went on from there, them just bickering.
Yeah.
so
See, that's not what I heard.
well, now you got to say what you. Now that we really don't know what happens, you might as well say what you heard.
So I heard Ayler was there the first day
Of the tournament.
Of the tournament.
Okay.
And Wheeler came in later in the day.
Day
And-
one though.
Yeah, day
Okay.
one.
Day one is fair game in my
Yeah,
opinion.
like Ayler was already there. Like I don't know. Like he didn't make it sound like Wheeler gave it to him. You know, it's what I.
Okay, I
Yeah.
got you. So, the only issue I have with what the BPT does, and this would solve this problem, is the fact that y'all know what everybody's catching, because there are people out there, not me and you, because we don't
Right.
do that, but there are people out there that would seek somebody out
Oh yeah,
because they're doing good.
yeah. That's it.
It happens.
There's been mention of that, like anglers wanting to make
Do
it
away with
where-
that?
I mean, not do away with Score Tracker, like make it where you can see weights, but just take the names off of it.
Perfect. Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
But I think they like the drama it throws up. Like,
well, no, I understand that too.
like that's a new, unique angle for BPT to be able to approach and add to the sport and just make it a little more entertaining.
Yeah, I mean, that's like Bass going years ago saying we're not using nets anymore. They didn't do
Right.
that because it favored the fishermen. They did it because it favored the fans.
Favorite TV.
So I get that, and that may or may not have been what created this conflict.
Right.
And in turn, it created impressions and numbers and views.
Exactly. Like
So, yeah, I mean, I get it. I get it. I mean, they're selling a product just like we all are. And,
Right.
And I mean, when it comes to television and live coverage, you have to do things to
gotta
make
make it
fishing
entertaining.
more engaging.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, but that's interesting. I didn't even know any of that went
I'm
down. But
amazed that there has not been somebody clipped that section and put it on social media yet.
it's probably
That is
it's
kind of
probably there.
amazing.
It's just probably not.
yeah,
viral
we probably
yet.
just haven't seen it yet because that's been like
hadn't
2
seen
weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. Yep. All right, Brian,
Yes,
you got 2 cups left.
I got 2 cups left.
Other than that, what you got in store for the next few months?
For the next few months, I want to go offshore fishing a time or two.
For what?
I'm hoping we can make that one. For
bring me some tuna?
billfish.
Oh man, go get something we can eat.
Well, if we catch a tuna or mahi, I'll bring it home.
But you're not targeting those.
I mean, not specifically, but if
You
we
just want
see
to go
some
catch a
tuna
billfish
schooling,
for fun, or are you going to go fish
just for
tournament?
fun.
Oh, okay.
What did you target the last trip? A couple
Billfish.
weeks ago.
It was not
Fish
fun.
with bills.
So
Was it rough?
No, it was beautiful weather. We just didn't get any bites.
Oh,
But there was a lot of fish and some big fish. So we fished the Pirates Cove Billfish tournament the week
not
after
to interrupt,
Saginaw.
but see, it's already on there. Mike Harris said Wheeler versus Ayler is on Bass Boat Central.
Oh, there we go.
So
There we go.
All right, then. We'll have to go check that out, Mike.
But
Drop us a link.
I wouldn't mind seeing that myself because I hadn't went back and watched any of the live. But we fished the Pirates Cove Billfish tournament right after Saginaw, and we didn't do very good. We only caught one white marlin, tuna, and a couple mahi. But
Is that the one that Michael Jordan finished second in?
Yeah, Jordan finished second. in
Nice.
it. Yeah.
Well, everybody says Michael Jordan finished second. His crew, or captain,
Yeah, his
angler,
team.
whatever. Yeah,
But,
catch 23.
There was the last day of the event. There were two big blues caught, like I think a 878 pounder and a 808 pounder.
Those are giants.
Oh, dude, I got to see the 808.
They didn't have a scratch or anything on them anywhere, did they?
I mean, I'm sure they did, but
I'm just
they
saying.
weren't disqualified.
You know what
like
I'm saying.
They weren't mutilated.
Anyway, I won't even go into the depth of that rule and how
but
stupid I think it is.
It was pretty cool. That's the first, big blue marlin I've seen, like actual giant one.
yeah, like I've only seen like one or two in my life, and they were both under 300 pounds.
Yeah, I've seen a couple 400 or 500 pounders, but like that to see one 800. Whew,
I mean,
that's
it
a big
hangs to
old
the
fish.
ceiling, don't it?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
They've got it on a big lull.
But I mean, its
Lifting
tail
the-
would be touching this ceiling if you put its bill on the
yeah,
ground,
they're like
wouldn't it?
100. I think it was 120 inches long, maybe.
That's like it's like 11 feet.
Yeah. Now that's
Is that
from
right?
that's from
Yeah.
the nose to the fork of the tail.
Not the bill,
That's
too.
not
Yeah,
counting
that's
the
what I'm saying.
bill,
You hang
yeah.
him up with his bill on the floor here, and his tail's
Yeah.
at the ceiling.
Oh, yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah, it's something.
It's a
to
big
see.
old fish, Tyler.
It'd be like seeing a 700-pound electric blue smallmouth hitting a spook. That's what it's like.
With a sword.
With a sword.
Yeah,
Yes,
with a
with a
sword.
sword. With a samurai sword attacking a spook.
I guess I could get into that. Yeah. Anybody ever try to throw anybody ever how you raise one behind the boat and you
Yeah.
get him to come up and you get him in the bait or whatever, and a lot of times you pitch a live bait or something back to him sometimes.
Yeah, just pitch a big mackerel. Or,
right. But anybody ever tried like a gigantic chugger or something?
Well,
Like just shut the boat down and
so
just fire that big top water
we
out
pull
there.
big chugger lures, but
Put
no,
hooks on it.
they do have hooks on.
Oh, okay. They're not like teasers.
No, they're not.
Okay.
Teasers.
Gotcha. It kind of is like the top water. It's just
Oh,
trolling,
yeah.
but I mean,
Like
if
you see it.
It's not like making a cast, so you don't know when the
No,
bites will
you're
come.
holding the bait up and it's skipping along like
Yeah.
on the first wave, and then you just see like a 500-pounder come up.
Yeah, that'd scare me. I'd probably drop the rod. 500-pound fish
I
trying
guess
to eat my
something to
top
see.
water.
It's something to see.
Yeah.
I mean, your explanation of it, it's like a giant smallmouth with a sword biting a spook.
sounds pretty fun,
We
actually.
need a T-shirt with a giant smallmouth with a samurai sword now. I think we've started something. Here.
yeah. Sounds like it. All right, so saltwater fishing.
Yep. Then
Don't
I'll
do a
probably
little deer
deer hunt a
hunting?
little bit.
Yep. What about
I actually just started getting ready last week, bush hogging, spraying everything, getting ready to plant some food plots. All that
what you
good
gonna plant?
stuff. I don't know. Probably turnips.
Yeah. So do the deer eat your turnips before they frost?
No.
Okay, so it has to frost on them.
Yeah, but it looks cool.
No, they're beautiful. But
Yeah, it's
the
gorgeous.
funny thing is, I did that one year at the farm.
Yeah, they won't eat it they don't eat it till after our season's over.
I was gonna say, when it frosted at the house, it was like Christmas the first time it frosted
so
that year.
They won't eat them till after.
They
the
won't
season.
even they won't even walk through them. They do.
Oh, yeah, they'll walk.
Well, I'm just being sarcastic a little bit. But when I walked through that turnip patch that I planted, this was years ago, it had the strongest odor of
Yeah.
anything I'd ever planted. And I'd walk through there, and I'm like, oh, they're going to be just killing this stuff. Like December, when other
Yeah.
food sources are starting to dwindle a little bit. They didn't step foot in that thing till after deer season went out,
Yeah.
and then they mowed it down. And I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, I ain't planting turnips. I know it's good for the deer, yada yada yada. It keeps them on your property, whatever.
And it gives you something to do while you're hunting. Like there'd be rabbits in there eating. You get to watch.
Oh,
all
so you're
kinds of-
hunting over it when they ain't eating them.
right?
Oh, perfect. Yeah, sounds like a plan.
It's beautiful, man.
Yeah, no, it is. That's the prettiest food plot I've ever planted in
Oh,
my
it
life.
is.
No doubt
It really
in my mind. Fred said he spent the day inshore saltwater fishing today.
Nice.
Brian said throw a big whopper plopper for them billfish. Like
I thought about one time making a teaser out of the big 190 whopper ploppers.
Yeah.
Like taking the hooks off, like put like 5 of them in a line.
Dude, I bet you'd wear that thing out so fast if you constantly pulled it.
Oh, yeah. You're pulling it at 6-7 knots.
Oh, yeah. That thing
those big Rapala jerkbaits people buy to get autographed?
Yeah.
Dude, that thing's like 3 feet long.
Yeah, well, if you towed it behind it with some hooks on it.
Oh, they'd bite.
I mean, a marlin would bite that, probably.
Oh, yeah. Like they eat 15, 20-pound dolphin tunas.
Yeah.
Probably bigger than that.
Oh, I'm sure they can eat whatever they can get in their mouth.
I think they do.
Big as some of them. That is right, Michael. He said turnips taste like dirt. I can't blame him for that. That's funny. So my father-in-law,
I used to love turnips.
he loves radishes, which is basically like a turnip, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
but they're spicy. It's like a spicy turnip.
they got a little. Yeah, it's like a spicy turnip. But and my dad loves them. So maybe it's a generational thing.
Yeah.
But they take a raw turnip and slice it and eat it. Now I'll take a slice of a turnip. And the first time I ever took a bite of one, this is actually a radish, but they're very similar. Dude, it was exactly like what he just described.
Dirt.
It was like eating dirt.
Yeah.
And I put a little salt on it.
See, that's what I used to do.
And it was good. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Like it was different. Very different.
That's what I used to do. Like Grandpa would go pull a turnip out of the garden. He'd wash it. He'd peel it, cut it up like in little fries, like a French fry, and we'd put salt on it and eat it.
Okay, I could get into that. Fred's got a question. Ever painted? I guess he meant planted a pea called blue lupin.
I've never heard of it.
Never heard of it. Said they mow it down during bow season. I have to see that. Around the house this year, all the ag fields they rotate beans and corn every year, and they're all beans this year. We've been riding around and glassing deer. My youngest daughter and I, she loves to ride around and look at them, and it is amazing the amount of deer we see in these bean fields right now.
Yeah.
It's just unbelievable.
I'm already starting to see a lot run over on the roads too.
It's bad, dude. I mean, we counted. So my neighbors that live up the street, they're half a mile from the house, and they have a bean field kind of in front of their house. That's probably, it might be 15 acres.
Yeah.
Maybe 20. We counted 42 in it the other day.
Whew.
42.
Lord have mercy.
And you know how many?
That's why we get 6 tags in North Carolina.
You know how many bucks were in it?
5.
Exactly 5, Brian. You know how big the biggest one was?
6-pointer.
Well, he was an 8, but he's about the size of a small 6.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what we're dealing with. But we ended up riding around within a mile of the house. We counted 80-something deer, and they were all in beans, and it was all within 30 minutes of dark. And,
it makes you like how much like they've got to eat half the crop of beans. Like
you ought to see. Yeah. Some of the fields around the house, man. The farmers are. I mean, they're getting destroyed by these things, dude. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Let's see.
Oh, that's a good question from Andrew. We do need to touch on that.
In the last Bassmasters tournament, somebody caught a fish with a lure inside.
It was Polinick. I watched it live.
Did that fish live or not? Because he had to bring it back to the bass people to take the lure out.
Let me throw a little
go ahead.
Because I don't know about
what was the lure. I missed this.
It was a whopper plopper.
He caught it on a Ned rig.
Yeah. Oh, and it had a plopper in its
throat
throat with trebles and all.
So I had the same scenario happen one time at Lake Gunnersville in a tournament in June. Yeah, very same scenario. And this is what I'm going to recommend. Like when Polinick did what he did, putting it in a live well without taking the bait out, I was like, that's smart.
Yeah.
Because I caught one cranking a ledge, and I caught it on a 1-ounce swim bait, like a 6-inch. I don't remember what I was throwing, maybe a Shadalicious. This was like 12, 15 years ago. I think exactly 2010 is when I caught it.
You remember that.
But anyway, so I caught this fish on the swim bait, and we could use nets back then. Co-angler nets him. I get him in the boat, and it's like a 5.5 pounder. Well, I look down his throat. He's got a Fire Tiger 6XD down in his goozle.
Like you can see the bill?
Like you could see just a little bit from behind the eyeballs and the bill sticking out of like his goozle down there.
Yeah, so the back hook and all was through back past everything.
Right. And I'm like, oh my God. And this is in June, so like fish care is a big thing. They actually
100%.
told us in that tournament, you can come in. I think they opened scales at 1:30 in that event. just because they're summer to save the fish. But I ended up taking that bait out of the fish's mouth, and like it was healthy, living great. When I caught it, it didn't bleed. When I took the bait out, like the hooks were all rusted, like they weren't.
How did you get the bait out with the other treble
So
gone?
like the trebles were so rusted.
Oh, they weren't stuck. You could like kind of just pull on it.
Yeah, but like I just took some pliers and got in there and pulled it out. Like he wasn't bleeding or no. Like it'd been in him so long, the like tissue where the hook was going in was like all green and rusted looking, like, and the hooks were all rusted and stuff.
So he basically healed around it.
Right, he healed around it. And I took the bait out because I was worried. I was like, man, he's gonna die. So I took it out, and I wish I'd have left it in because he was dead in 45 seconds.
And if you'd have left it in,
if I'd left it in, he'd probably been fine.
Yeah, that's crazy. God, that's crazy. So I'm assuming Brandon took that fish to Gene Gilliland, which is the head of the conservation team that travels with Bassmaster in order to address any issues with fish care, which is great. Bass, MLF both have teams that are focused solely on taking care of the resource and making sure our fish are turned back not just alive but healthy.
Better shape than they
were. Yeah. And they pump these things full of oxygen, keep them in cold water, and make sure they're 100% healthy before they turn them loose. There are tournaments that obviously they don't have the resources to take care of them like that. And you hear every once in a while somebody online saying, "Oh, they just had a bass tournament here and 65 fish were floating the next day." But you don't see that with Bassmasters. You don't see that with MLF because they're very careful.
I've even noticed this year. I was looking back at BFL results, for over the last month or so, and they've started going to a 3-fish limit in the BFLs in the hot summer months on a lot of lakes.
I mean, that's a good idea.
I think it is too. It's a great idea.
As far as fish care is concerned, it's a great idea. Definitely 3-fish tournaments are tricky, but other than that, I mean, it comes down to what's most important is taking care of the fish. Right. So, I agree with that. So other than a little deer hunting, 2-cup events, might go saltwater fishing, chase a billfish or something. Bring your buddy Matt back some yellowfin.
I'll do it.
Fresh, never frozen.
We only caught one yellowfin in Pirates Cove, and it was only like a 35-pounder. We ate the whole thing.
I was going to say, that's all I need, Brian.
Well, we ate the whole thing.
Yeah, I know you did. It's like Canterbury went out with David, and they caught a swordfish. And
I'd be mad if he didn't bring some.
It wasn't big. It was right under. It was under 100 pounds, but
yeah.
But he was leaving
still,
to come.
That's a lot. 100. That's probably probably 40 pounds of meat.
Well, he was leaving to come to. They hooked 4 that day. I only landed that one, but he was leaving to come to St. Clair for our event up there, and he had the swordfish ready to go, and he drove off and left it. And I was
made
like,
him turn around.
Gosh,
I made him turn around.
Yeah.
Either that, or I would have made him pay for have to pay for his wife to like pack it in dry ice and ship it.
Yep.
That's the best fish in the ocean, swordfish, hands down.
God, David, we stayed with David Gasson and Bryant Smith up at both great guys, fun to stay with. And Bryant's from California, David's from South Alabama, and how those two got together to become roomies is still a mystery. But they're both super guys. And David was talking about his favorite. He's a big offshore fisherman, and he was talking about his favorite fish to eat. And I told him how much I like swordfish, and he was not picking on me. He was saying, "God, there's so many more good fish." Swordfish has always been like my top 5.
Yeah. Oh, it's number 1 for me.
Is it number 1 for you?
Yeah.
It's definitely very distinct. It's very unique. It has its own flavor, and I've had it blackened, and it's
especially this to my.
What's your favorite way to eat it?
So, probably the least healthy way.
Don't tell me you're going to deep fry it.
No.
Okay.
No. The belly meat, it's just pretty much like a hunk of swordfish fat.
Okay.
But, dude, it's like eating a piece of butter. Like, it just melts in your mouth. It's delicious. That's the best cut of meat on the swordfish.
Nice. All right, so Fred wants to know how many card games, good drinks, and cigars are in the future. We're going to probably have a couple card games throughout the winter, no doubt about that. There'll definitely be a few good drinks, And I got me a big old custom bourbon smoker about 2 years ago that my dad gave me as a gift.
Where are you at?
And
I see where you're at now.
What?
I didn't see the question.
Oh,
I was wondering. I was like, why hadn't I been invited into these good drinks and stuff?
Do you like a smoked bourbon?
I do.
Okay, I got you, dude.
All right.
Well, we're having a cookout on Sunday.
Okay.
I'll smoke you a bourbon.
All right. You want me to bring some bourbon, or you got the bourbon?
I mean, I got the bourbon, but
I'll
if
bring
you
some too.
Yeah, bring. Hey, out of your collection, I tell you what. I'm not gonna tell you what to bring. Bring something that ain't never been opened and you ain't never tried.
Then we ain't smoking no good bourbon.
Why would you smoke a bad bourbon?
I mean,
how dumb is that?
Because I want to taste the good bourbon. I want to taste the good bourbon.
I mean, what I usually like, I'll smoke
taste.
like a Eagle Rare or a Blanton's or something like that. It's what I normally. I don't have the high end stuff you have though. That's what I'm saying. I want to try
I
something.
like Eagle Rare. I'll bring a bottle of Eagle Rare.
I got that at the house. Bring something I don't have.
About Woodford.
Come on, man. You're
I'll
talking
bring
to
something.
Thrift. Have you
I'll
ever
bring
seen his
something.
bourbon collection?
I've seen the stuff he's gotten from Jeff.
Bring something different.
All right, I'll bring something.
All right. It can be open or not. I'm just giving you a hard time.
I got a good bottle I'll bring.
Promise?
Yeah.
Okay. Gonna be something I never tried.
Possibly. Japanese whiskey.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Good stuff. I've only tried one of those.
Which one?
I'll have to send you a picture because I can't pronounce the name of it. But I will definitely send you a picture of it.
All right.
So my sweet wife, Emily, said that my youngest daughter is watching. And she wants to know why I have not told you the biggest news of the day today.
Well,
Are
tell
you
me.
aware of what happened today?
I am not aware.
You obviously don't live with a house full of women that are Taylor Swift fans.
No, I do not.
Tyler, do you know what happened today?
No clue.
Taylor and Travis got engaged.
Did they really?
Yeah, they got
Good for
engaged.
them.
All right, Rennie, my
for
youngest,
them.
Brian's excited about their engagement. So there
you
you
have to
it.
keep me updated.
Yeah. Oh, she will. She will. So I picked her up from school today. So I had to pick her up at 3, and then I got Reese from cheer practice at 5. Well, first of all, let me back this up. We're back all the way up to about noon today, and I get a text from Emily, and it's a link to the Instagram post that Taylor Swift made about their engagement.
Yeah.
So my wife's losing her mind. She's excited, It's over the moon. Like, it's just unbelievable. Best thing that's ever happened. Pick up Ren. She gets in the car. Daddy, guess what?
Oh, she already knew.
Oh, yeah.
Did they announce it over
I
the
don't
PA
know.
at
They've been
school?
chatting about it at school somehow.
That's awesome.
She said, Taylor and Travis got engaged. And I said, yeah, I heard. Your mommy told me. She was ecstatic. So I take Ren home, do her homework. She's playing at a friend's house. I go pick up Reese at 5 o'clock from cheer practice. Reese comes walking with the truck. She climbs in the truck. We think first thing she says to me is, guess what, Dad? Travis and Taylor got engaged today. So I didn't hear it once. I didn't hear it twice. I heard it three times today.
Well, I'm hearing it for the first time.
Yeah, well, now you know if somebody asks.
Did you know?
No.
Okay.
No clue. First time I've heard.
First time you've heard it
Okay.
too. See, I taught y'all both something tonight.
I don't have little girls. I've got 2 little boys. And
No.
I'm pretty sure.
I understand that.
Neither one of those know who Taylor. Well, Wiley probably knows who Taylor Swift is.
I mean, he knows who she is. He
Yeah,
just might not
but-
be a follower or a fan. Yeah,
He doesn't listen to her music. I know that.
I get it. All right, Eric, appreciate the kind words, man.
Chuck said they announced it in his granddaughter's class. That's awesome.
Michael, that's so funny because Miss Brown, who's the cheer coach, also announced it. That's how Reese found out. Announced
really?
it she's also a teacher, and Reese
Yeah.
has her for one of her classes, and she announced it in their class today. Like this this wasn't just an announcement on Instagram, y'all. This was
Like the whole world
This was
knows.
an international.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be a holiday here in the near future.
So if you pull up
The
Fox
day they
News,
got
it's
engaged.
like the top headline.
On Fox, possibly not. But
Well, they got entertainment.
CNN.
well, I know, yeah.
CNN probably.
Yeah, well, I have no idea, but it will be. I'm sure it's all over any entertainment
Right.
news channel. It's probably all over.
There you go.
And it's all over social media, regardless. So I see a couple questions. I'm gonna back up just a little bit. We got a few minutes. We still got our trivia question at the end of the show tonight, y'all. We're giving away a heavy duty English Choice weigh-in bag and also an English Choice hat. But we have a good trivia question tonight. We'll get to that here in just a few minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Blue Ridge Mopper, congrats. Said he just bought a new Z520R from Spindale. Wants to set his Lowrance 12s up.
Oh, nice.
I'm sure the guys there can get you really clued in. But if you have a question about something specific, as far as just setting them up, not to be not make you feel like I'm trying to make you feel bad or nothing, but specific questions, like kind of be more specific with me. Send me a message on what your goals are, what you're doing. You got an active target on there? Do you have the latest update? Things like that. Let me know, and we'll kind of go from there. I can give you some little simple settings to help get you started. As far as the C mapping that's in the Lowrances from the factory now, the new Lowrance Live 12 has it. The C map's amazing. The active target 2, the latest update that we've got, which I think is 25.1 or 25.2 if I'm not mistaken, is phenomenal. It's got a couple new color palettes on there. I was using one at St. Clair, the green palette, and it is absolutely amazing. I will tell you that. So if you have some questions, just private message me, and I'll try to help you out best I can. Wahoo.
Hey, I've heard Wahoo's the best tasting fish.
So I have actually had Wahoo.
I've never had it.
Fresh, never frozen, raw.
Yeah, I've heard it's the best, like, sashimi on the planet.
It was phenomenal. Yeah. I've only had it one time in my life, though. That's the only opportunity I ever had to have it.
Yeah.
What's your number one fish, Matt?
Catch one, and he bit off the lure.
My number one fish?
Yeah, he gave his number one.
I know Matt's yellowfin.
Nope.
Really?
No. Triggerfish.
Nice.
It's triggerfish, yep. Triggerfish is definitely my favorite. Now, I'm still missing a few like that I haven't tried, like, there's so many different tile fish out there.
That's a golden tile.
So the golden is what I've heard. I haven't tried the golden. The one I tried was like a blue, or is there something? Yeah, white or blue. I don't know. They're all different colors. But I tried one of those, and it was actually it was good, but it wasn't as good as a triggerfish. Yeah. What's the big giant grouper that JT catches down there? The
yellow edge grouper.
Yellow edge. How's that fish? That's a fish I've never tried.
It's good, yeah.
But it's not like water. It's nothing like out of this world.
Not like out of this world.
Tastes like a normal grouper?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. I tell you, so before ICAST, I went down there and fished, and I know we probably mentioned this on the show we did after ICAST, but that pomfret we caught, that thing's delicious.
Oh, that weird looking thing you caught out deep?
That weird looking black fish with big, huge eyes.
So that thing's really good to eat?
Yeah, it's delicious.
So what's the meat? Is the meat just normal white meat?
Yeah, white, flaky, delicious.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh, but I don't. Those are like.
I think all those deep water fish are delicious.
Those are like bycatches, though, aren't they? Like those are always accident. Like who targets those? Can you even target
like
those?
I don't think you can. Like I think you are targeting them when you fish for swordfish.
Okay,
like we caught that fish in 1,800 feet of water.
Got you.
1,600 feet down. Like you've got this big 12-pound weight. We didn't even know it. You don't even know you've got him until you're winding. Like we're winding our bait up at the end of the drift to go set again, and we're using LPs, so electric reel, and we get up to where we're like 200 revolutions, and we see the rod just kind of, and JT gets excited. Oh, he said, "Ooh, I bet we got a pomfret." Did you see that? And we look, and you see a little.
He knew by the bite, huh?
Well, it wasn't a bite. It's just winding it in.
The way it was. That's funny because there's a dude that I watch on YouTube, the Key West Waterman, and I really like this dude because he's really cool. All he does is saltwater fish. He spear fishes and things like that. He's just super laid back. For some reason, I got addicted to his channel because a lot of times he's catching it and cooking it too.
Right.
And it's like it's amazing to me because every time he goes out there and he does some commercial fishing by himself with electric reels too, and he's catching different fish and like 90% of the time he names them before he lands them.
Yeah.
Just by the fight. And
right.
But that, that's pretty. I'm sure if we did that full time like they did,
that was your job.
Sure. Yeah. All right. Emily said they interrupted the president's press conference on Fox News with the news.
Ooh, Lordy.
Blue Ridge Mopper, PM me. You can do it on Facebook. Send me a private message, or you can do it on Instagram. Either one, you can send me a private message. There's just a little icon on those pages on social where you can send a message that way. So either on Facebook at Matt Arey Fishing or on Instagram at Matt Arey Fishing, just send me a message. All right. Where are we at, Thrift?
Time for the trivia question? I think it's time for trivia question.
Okay. All right, so again, trivia question sponsored by the presenting sponsor, Angler's Choice Marine, who, again, don't forget, has some unbelievable deals that only last until September 1st.
Yeah,
for
like 5 days left to take advantage of it.
2025 Rangers. You can go on their website if you can't get by one of their locations and check out their current inventory or give one of their guys a call over there at Angler's Choice. All right, again, this is for a heavy-duty. You're so...
I'm OCD. Sorry.
God.
Sorry.
Did you see what just happened, Tyler?
I didn't even notice I did it.
I'm pretty sure I seen him straighten the edge of the bag at the edge of the table.
Oh, man. I hope. Good thing is we got that on video.
I didn't even notice it. I did it until you said something. And as soon as you said something, I was like, oh, my God. I just reached over there and straightened that bag up.
Yeah.
After Matt touched it.
So.
Oh, Lord. I got to quit that.
All I did was touch his bag, and it moved a little bit because we're giving away one at the end of the show. And he immediately, as soon as I left it, he grabbed it and pulled it back straight.
That's bad. I need to get on medicine.
All right, Anthony, well, get ready. If you could use a new way bag, a new Angler's Choice hat, y'all get ready because the trivia question is coming in hot right now. The first correct answer that comes across our feed.
This is going to be a tricky one.
Comes across our feed is El Champion, and we'll announce that as soon as we see it. So here we go. So Bryan Thrift and myself, our two biggest fish this season. That doesn't not just in a tournament.
Doesn't count tournament, like the whole year long practice, fun fishing, whatever it may be.
Our two biggest fish this season. What did they weigh combined? What was their combined weight in pounds and ounces? The biggest fish I caught plus the biggest fish he caught this year. Since January 1 of 2025, what was their combined weight in pounds and ounces? In pounds and ounces. All right. You remember the answer, Brian?
No, I don't.
Okay. It's circled right there.
Okay.
I see some close ones. I see
I've
one
seen
that's
some close
real
ones
close.
Seen some real
11-2. Come on, Travis. We did a little bit better than that. That's like two 5.5 pounders, man. We do a lot of bass fishing, believe it or not, in a lot of places. 14.
We'll give a hint if it takes
No,
longer.
dude, we'll get it in a minute.
Yeah.
All right. So the majority of the answers are in the teens. The hint is it's above that.
Yes.
Ooh, I see a real close one.
Yeah, I do.
God, that was close.
Ooh, that's close.
Man. All right, you don't see it yet.
Speaking of
Tyler, do you know the answer?
No.
I know. Well, why'd you're over there going, oh, that one was close.
The end of the answer.
Brian, keep looking, man.
I'm watching it roll. Speaking of, I'm gonna throw a little hint out there.
We don't have it yet.
Well, we don't have it yet. I thought it would have went a little.
God, there's another close one. And another close one.
I got it.
I got it. Gosh, sorry, Anthony. It isn't Anthony.
Yes, Anthony Watson. Is that who you got?
Yep. It's not our buddy Anthony.
Well, it is our buddy Anthony. He's watching the show.
No, the one that gave us his odds. What I'm talking about.
Well, it's still our buddy Anthony. You can't word it like that.
Sorry, man. My apologies. We have a correct answer. Anthony. Sorry, what was Anthony's last name?
Watson.
Anthony Watson. So the answer was 20 pounds,
8 ounces.
If my math's wrong on adding these two fish up, then I'm. So the two fish were 9 pounds 6 ounces and 11 pounds 2 ounces.
Correct.
Which equals what, Tyler?
20 pounds 8 ounces.
Okay, good.
Okay, that's what we're going
Perfect.
with. We've deemed Anthony Watson the winner either way. But yeah, I was going to say when we seen the 11-2 post, I was like, that's half right.
We are buddies, Anthony. We're all buddies. Everybody's buddies on here. We're all fishermen. We're all from the same family. Y'all, we appreciate everybody tuning in. Anthony, send us a private message with your shipping information on our Facebook page. That's the Let's Talk Fish Facebook page. Send us a private message. Make sure your shipping information is in there, your address and all, and we'll get Angler's Choice to get you out a heavy-duty weigh-in bag and a hat here just as soon as possible. Guys, gals, appreciate everybody tuning in.
What are we looking like for next week, Matt? Possibly on for a show?
Possibly on for a show.
I'll be in town for sure. I'm not
I thought
leaving.
you were going to be gone next week. No, that's the day after Labor Day.
Yeah.
We can talk about how many doves we shot and how many shrimp we ate.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Okay. All right. Sounds like a plan.
Possible show next Tuesday. We're going to try to stay on top of things this fall through the winter. we got to get back to doing the Let's Talk Fish shows.
Yeah, we need to do more of these for sure. But appreciate everybody tuning in. And when we can't go fishing, we'll sit right here and do what, Brian?
Talk fishing, of course.
See y'all next time.